So let's bring in Darren right now. And today, probably one of the warmer days we're going to see this week, but maybe a bit of a cool down.
Cool down for the next 3 days. It might be hotter than today by the second half of next week. We're going to warm back up again. But before we get there, fall. The first cold front of the season is coming our way. Now, meteorological fall begins on September 1st, so we're still several weeks away from that. But take a look up here at the satellite image. See what this is up here? This is live satellite imagery from the last 3 hours. This is a cold front that is spilling out of the Gulf of Alaska. It is not supposed to look like this in August. Let's get that wide view on here so we can kind of see how this is spread out across the Pacific. All these mottled clouds back here, the polka dot looking ones, that shows you cold air that is about to filter into the Pacific Northwest, and it is going to bring rain. Look at the rain from this over the next 3 days. They're going to get several inches up there. But the cold front will fall apart. You see it? Falls apart as it gets down here. It will get down here on Sunday. Sunday, daytime highs for inland locations here in the Bay will struggle to make it all the way up to the upper 70s. It's going to be noticeably cooler by the time we get there. Let's take a look at how this will play out here at home. I don't have rain in the forecast from that cold front, but just on a technicality, kind of cool to know there will be a cold front coming through in the pre-dawn hours on Sunday. If you look at the daytime highs for today, first of all, this was kind of the top until we get to Thursday and Friday of next week. We won't be this warm again until second half of next week. So this was today. Keep your eye on the Bay as a whole now, from up above it, on a wider view. And let's go ahead through the progression on this. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the color contours for tomorrow, and you're going to notice a change. Cooler. But Sunday's going to be even cooler than that. Sunday will be the coolest day of the weekend, but Saturday, you're already going to notice the change. You'll be 5 to 7 degrees cooler already by tomorrow. For many warmer spots, like inland East Bay communities and North Bay valleys, your numbers will also take a bit of a dip, and that cooling trend will then continue from here going into Sunday before we start rebounding by the time we get towards next week. Going to see the marine layer come back too. We didn't have any of that today. The marine layer was absent. I mean, it's sitting out there now. We are seeing a little bit of it trying to creep in over the hills, but you don't see any in the Bay. And if we take it forward from here and watch what happens on the depiction of that, let's bring it through tonight, because it will fill in much of the Bay tonight, and you'll see it contour to the interior of the Bay and get over into the Tri-Valley as well. We're going to wake up to gray skies tomorrow, but it won't last. It won't last if you're inland. I think it's probable in the city, you may not clear much at all from this tomorrow. This is going to be one of those scenarios where the clouds are going to be able to hang on. So you're going to go from a day like today, where it's beautifully sunny, and tomorrow, not only will we wake up to gray skies in the morning, but you may not clear at all if you're in the city, and certainly not near the coast. And that, of course, is the setup for then Sunday's takeover of the marine layer, and Sunday being the coolest day. And let's get into the 7-day forecast. I'll show you what that will look like, because I think the thing that'll stand out the most is in that 7-day for our inland microclimates. I mean, some of those numbers aren't getting out of the upper 70s on Sunday. This is inland, upper 70s. Then you're going to warm back up next week. So here's what we were talking about by the middle of next week. It's probably going to be just as sunny and warm as it was today. So this first cold front of fall, and if you want to think about it that way, and I think you legitimately can actually, like all of the very first ones to break through, very short-lived, very weak, but this one will be noticeable in terms of the cool down. It'll get a bit breezy, and then we still very much have a lot of summer to go. It doesn't mean fall starting. It just means the first little emissary coming down from the Gulf of Alaska is going to break through on Sunday. It's going to be out of here real fast, and we certainly have many warm to hot days to go before real fall starts settling in.